of my masters, he said, look, you want to be healthy. You don't want to have any of the stomach problems. And you can eat anything and you can be moderate, of course, right? But you can be healthy. I teach you one very simple exercise. Fantastic. And this exercise, I realized, has multiple benefits. What is the benefit? This exercise, which will help my stomach, my abdomen, right? It helps me keep it flat. It helps me burn those, right, abdominal fat and the hip fat. At the same time, it gives me a fantastic massage for my back. So what is that exercise? So the entire nervous system is very active, right? My reflex action, my speed of thinking is very, very active. And I can be very alert more. This one amazing exercise. Right? What happened in this exercise? Right? I'll show you first. You see me doing it, then you can start doing it. Right? So one is you always use a mat. Yeah? Preferably on the soft mat. Right? Don't do it on the bed because your mattress can be not even. So it is good to do it only on the floor because floor is absolutely flat. But the floor is too hard. Correct? It is good to use a carpet, a thick carpet, so that there is a cushioning for your back. And or it is good to use a blanket. So generally in most of the places where you go, even if I'm traveling, in the hotels I find a blanket. So I can always fold the blanket into two. If there is a carpet, fine. Otherwise, fold the blanket into 2 or 3. Make it like a long piece like this mat. Put it on the floor and then do the stretches. Right? So that is a safety because you need to protect your spine, your back actually. So what do? I actually just sit down comfortably. Right? Now use your 2 hands. Yeah, lock. You completely lock. So people can also do this, but this stretch is not so much. Right? This stretch is much more. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull my thighs closer to my abdomen. So it is like the squeeze effect. It is like squeezing the toothpaste tube. When I squeeze the toothpaste tube, the toothpaste comes out. Okay? When I squeeze this, what happens? It squeezes the intestinal wall. So any leftover food will come out. Correct? So you'll be able to pass motion. Right? Your intestinal wall movement, the peristaltic movement actually improves. Right? And that is where your health actually bounces back. So what do? I lock it and then I just roll. I'm actually massaging my back. Right? As I come closer, I pull the 2 legs closer to my chest. Do it slowly. Speed is not required. Speed is dangerous in this situation. Yeah? There is a multiple benefit in this entire stretch. And it is very easy to do. You are rolling, it's fun, right? But be careful, whenever you are doing this, if there is a doorbell, don't get up in a jerk. If there is a mobile phone, don't get up in a jerk. Get up slowly, nothing will happen. Because you are working on the spine, right? You have to be very careful. Any jerk, any catch, one wrong position, there could be a catch. So relax for some time, right? Once the muscle is okay, then fine, you work back again, right? As I said, preferably on a soft cushion or a soft carpet or a blanket. This is very healthy, right? Now, let me show you one more exercise. This exercise actually helps blood flow and thereby oxygenation to your brain, right? So what is this exercise? Is very simple. I just throw my legs up. Perpendicular to the ground. Right angle. Immediately in this position, my breathing becomes harder, deeper. Now, I do the reverse cycling because my intention is to exercise my abdomen and the stomach. I'm doing the reverse cycling. Slowly. Excellent exercise. You can breathe. you come back, straighten it, fold your legs, slowly use your hand, support, come back. Why? Don't drop because you can hit your spine. Very risky. Fantastic. You notice the breathing? Absolutely amazing. Come, try. Fantastic. It improves your blood circulation, right? You become very alert, right? Your wit, your humor, everything, all-round progress you see. Because and you notice everything. From morning before you started, look at the amount of breathing you're doing. Deeper, longer, you're taking in more oxygenation. When you're taking in more oxygenation, please remember, you are decarbonizing. We are talking about environmental safety and healthy. What is it? Carbon deposits. Correct? Our job is to remove carbon deposits. Inside our body, there is so much of carbon. So when you do these stretches, you are decarbonizing. Automatically, there is more room inside your body, in those every single cell tissue and tendon and thereby the muscle. You have carbon removed and replaced with oxygen. Will you be healthy or not? Of course, yeah. So this, if you understand this science, then you will do it every day. If you don't understand, and if you only people tell you exercise, you must exercise, good for your health. Everybody knows it's good for health, but we don't know why it is good for health, how it benefits. If I don't do it, what happens? We don't know, right? Because there's no commitment, there's no involvement, there's no buy-in. So our job is, how do I get the buy-in? The moment you get it, you are a different person. Anybody has a back pain problem? Very simple exercise. One of the easiest of exercises to overcome your back pain. Alright? So just watch me. All I'm doing is just lying down on the mat. And that's it. That's all. Do it. You'll overcome your back pain. Just lie down like this for 10 minutes every day, 15 minutes every day. Can you notice the stretch on your lower back? The lower back is held by the muscle. Correct? When you have a back pain, the muscle has become very rigid. Correct? So by doing this stretch, you are actually loosening it. You are bringing in flexibility. Very simple exercise. So you can read a book while watching a TV. You can actually lie down like this and watch. So on your bed you can lie down like this with your head up. Very simple. There is a slightly different one, slightly difficult one. You can watch me doing it. What I'm doing is right now only the front of my body is up, like a snake, right? What I'm going to do is, while I'm taking my body weight on both the hand, I leave one hand, I take my left leg, I hold it. Second, I leave the other hand, I hold the other leg. Now that I'm holding, I pull my thighs off the ground. Right now I'm lying flat on my abdomen and the stomach. And now I roll. That time I did the back roll, now I'm doing the stomach roll. So I am actually exercising my abdomen and the muscle and the stomach, internal organs. Fantastic stretch. Try doing it. You realize your muscles and the thighs are already rigid. If you can't do this, your marriage certificate withdrawn. Just supporting. So you can take support from your family members just to do this. Slowly, I can guarantee you will win. You will overcome this. It may take 1 week, it may take 10 days, it may take 1 month. Doesn't matter. Do it. You will get it. Get the muscle under your mind's control. Work on that. Right? Don't give up. That when you can't stretch or when there is pain, when it is impossible, there is a message inside you. Something is telling you, hey, my body is not under my control. Yeah? Better do something, no? Work on it. Right? And I can guarantee you will bounce back. What body part which is not willing See, I could not do many years ago, probably I was in my 20s, 27, 28. I could not sit in Vajrasana, your namaz position. I could not do that. When I learnt it, I realized my muscle had already become stiff. I am only 27, 28 and I could not sit like that. What was I doing? To sit in this position which is very closer to yoga. Right? What we call it as Vajrasana. When you sit in position very close to your namaz position. I could not do that because these will pain. So what I was doing is putting pillows. They actually started. If you notice, right, if you look at the namaz position, I'll request my friend, can you show it please, for the benefit of everybody. Correct? Can we be closer to your Vajrasana? There is very, there's hardly any. Correct? You show the namaz. Oh, 1 minute, just hold it. You notice, it's a baby position, right? Come back, yeah, Balasana. When he comes forward, his head is down, right? And his stomach and abdomen are involved, right, completely. Internal organs are involved, right? So what happened? They actually adopted an exercise position as part of the prayer. Smart. Yes, sir. Very good. So now, what happened? What the religions did? Religions started adapting prayer positions. Christians, correct? Now you know why they adapted. See, 2017 years ago, when Christianity was founded, around that time, you didn't have transport. You did not have cars and bikes and scooters around, right? Your survival, your success, your performance depended on the strength of your leg. You have to walk, right? You are working on agricultural fields. You have to walk to collect water from the wells. You have to chop a tree. You need to walk, right? Firewood, etc., etc., etc. So that time you needed strength of the legs, correct? So they made sure that every time you come to the church to pray, you kneel down. Many people may not know the meaning of this. But why they said kneel down? Because now you just look at it. Absolutely. You look at the bone, the knee, there is a depression, correct? In that depression, where the bone ends, there is a depression. Inside the depression, there is a nerve end. So when you kneel down, automatically, because you cannot stand in one position, it pains, body weight is there, you are actually massaging that. When you massage that, the fluid that actually serves as a lubricant, right, in the joints, musculoskeletal fluid, right, what happens? It gives you lubrication. It releases because you are massaging. So every time that they actually massage this part by kneeling. Smart, right? You notice that is why they say religion is a way of life. It actually, every thought by different experts in every religion, make sure that you benefit as a health benefit. In the name of prayer, when prayer is important, right? They actually made you do exercises. Right? More than that, your thighs are pressing your abdomen and stomach, which is what the Brahmins chose as a prayer position. Correct? They sat like this. So my thighs are pressing my abdomen, thereby it is giving you the squeeze effect. Right? So now when the squeeze effect happens, you realize something very, very important. So when we eat food, food doesn't drop to our stomach, the gastrointestinal tract. Food moves through a peristaltic movement, like this, it moves. Correct? That means the muscles of the walls, the cells and tissues holding the food pipe, right, is actually moving the peristaltic movement. But same thing happens in the intestine, longest intestine and the small intestine. Only the human body has the longest intestine. All the other animals, whether the cows, the bulls, the lions, the tigers, the leopard, all of them don't have long intestine. The dogs don't have it. They have a very short intestine. So from the time the food comes out of the stomach, it goes to the rectum or the anus very fast. Travel is faster. But for us, it's longer, very long. It goes in curves, one after the other, because the digestion has to go through a and all the nutrients have to be absorbed. Now, as you become older, as you age, because of the muscles of the intestinal wall also becomes rigid. They also lose its flexibility. It should move like this. It does not move. Right? It should move like this. It doesn't move. So that means when it stays like that, what happens?
Yes, sir.
The food stays there. Food is already digested. It's come out. It's in the intestine, but it stays there. So what happens to you? Constipation. Food is stuck. Now, look at your kitchen waste. Right? You have a lot of food that you are cooking. You use it for cooking and you eat that food. And what you are left over, imagine that it is in the dustbin lying there. What happens? What it attracts? Insects. Right? All micro, small insects, they all come because fleas, everything comes. So now if it can happen in the kitchen waste, don't you think it will happen inside your stomach? Correct? That is why they say your body is like a universe by itself. There are so many microorganisms living inside. And if you are keeping your intestine not clean, that's your responsibility. So they say one of the biggest responsibility you have is how do you keep your intestine clean. So many a time you go to the toilet, you do your big job, honestly you're not done the full job. You wash and you come out. You think you've done it, but actually no. So how do you do it? So one of the best things that you can do is drink hot water. Like the temperature of a tea and coffee. Like you'd sip hot tea and hot coffee, same temperature and take hot water. More hot water you take, the good for you. Avoid taking cold water. Right? So please come to this position. All of you. Right? You notice how I am talking to you, I am sitting in this position, I am actually benefiting. Right? So you can also get that benefit. Right? If you find it difficult, you can take support, you can hold on to a chair, you can support with the wall. But then, yes, you can practice. You can take support of the pillars. Right? Yes. It's very good for your health. Sigmund Freud said, life energy and death energy. Life energy is heat. When you are alive, your body is hot. Correct? Death energy is cold. Dead body is cold. So now if you take cold food, if you take refrigerated water all the time, and if that is your habit or it's become your practice every day, then you're inviting diseases. Why? Cold is death. When you sleep, your body is getting colder. That is why your body actually shrinks in a few millimeters every day. Right? And that is why you do the stretch to bring life back, to bring energy back. So even if you're taking food out of refrigerator, heat it before you eat. Avoid, once in a way eating ice creams is fine. You want to have a cold water, it's very hot day, you want to have a cold water, it's okay. But let it not be a habit. Your habit must be hot. Hot food, hot water. Right? And you do this exercise. So what the Brahmins did, they made this part of the prayer. So at least, right, you will definitely use it, right, twice a day or thrice a day. Unfortunately, most Brahmins don't know because the science is not carried on, so they don't sit in this position. So that means the benefit is not there at all. Correct? So that is why always say leadership is all about developing a questioning attitude. Right? Whatever you're doing, why you're doing it. The moment you start, curiosity comes, you will start looking for answer. And because you're looking for an answer, I guarantee you will find an answer. Because all these are documented. How did I learn it? I learned it only by reading books. It's all there, somewhere written. Correct? Develop that curiosity, develop that questioning, inquisitive mind, and I guarantee you will learn a lot. Right? And automatically you'll benefit yourself and probably you'll benefit so many people who come in contact with you, with your own near and dear ones. Yeah? And that is where you become a contributor. In life, what's the purpose of life? I want to be a contributor. What's the purpose of life? I want to add value to myself and I want to add value to people around me. That's the success. A little bit of tradition, correct? If you look at a typical South Indian family or an Indian family, most of the rural side, if you notice, how do people eat? They sit down and go. Yeah, they sit down and then eat. Considered to be very, very healthy. Why is it considered very healthy? What is the science behind? So you sit down, correct? Then you're given a plate or a plantain leaf or things like that, and the food is served. Food is served one by one, little bit of salt, little bit of sugar, then some vegetables, right? Some raw food, right? You have, it's a well balanced meal. Then finally they serve either the rotis or the chapatis or the rice. You are not supposed to eat. Hot food is being served. You are not supposed to eat. So then they introduce as a part of the process of eating 2 rules. Rule number 1, you must eat only when ghee is served. Or the second rule was, you must eat only when the eldest in the family eats first. Why? Why? Beautiful, very good. Why? The waiting period, what happens in your mouth? Saliva. That is the secret. Saliva is a fat breaker. When the food mixes, that's why they say, you take a morsel of food, right? You put it in your mouth, you chew it 32 teeth, 32 times. Close your mouth, chew the food. When you chew the food nicely, saliva mixes with the food. Saliva is a fat breaker. Because in your food there is oil, there is butter, there is all kinds of fatty substances. Your stomach acid cannot break fat. It can digest, but it cannot break fat. You need saliva. So it mixes with the saliva. Then it can digest. But what do we do now? Let's have a meeting, lunch meeting, dinner meeting. So what happened? I'm talking to you. So what do? I just take a little food, put it in my mouth, already 3-4 times. Because I am interested in talking, not about chewing. So what do? I swallow the food and I'm talking. So what am I doing? That is why I get an abdominal fat, stomach fat, right? Fat gets deposited in my thighs or in my shoulders, right? For different people, different spots. Unscientific eating. That's all. So they say one of the best exercises that you could do is, there is a twin benefit. One benefit is removing the fat, right? So do this exercise with your tongue. Inside your mouth, rotate. Go to the cow rest. Go inside. Back. Right? Upper palate. You see so much of saliva? Right? Saliva is very good. Do this exercise before you have a meal. Do it while you are having a meal. In between you can clean your mouth with your tongue. Right? You produce saliva. Saliva mixes with the food and eat slowly. Chew the food nicely. It's okay to take that half an hour. Don't finish your meal in 5 or 10 minutes. A lot of us, we eat very fast. So fast that there is no saliva mixing. Right? And there is a hidden benefit. Tongue is a muscle. Right? And tongue over a period of time loses its elasticity. Because it loses its elasticity, it becomes rigid. So when the tongue becomes rigid, we call it a lazy tongue. What is the indication of lazy tongue? Because when you are sleeping, tongue is lazy and it becomes so fat and it is lost its elasticity. It is when you are breathing in, breathing out, the tongue refuses to move. Then the air passage has to force the tongue to move, to make its way. That is why you snore. Snoring is because of a lazy tongue. That means your tongue has lost its elasticity. So 2 reasons. One is, how can you restore it back? Number 1, do a lot of mouth breathing. You're coating oxygen over the tongue. Very good. Right? And then do this tongue exercise. Right? While it improves saliva and then thereby you lose fat, you are actually stretching the tongue. Right? You do the tongue exercise. Stretch it inside, outside. It's wonderful. And the third thing, in your marriage, I know many of you are married for many years, please start kissing more. When you start kissing more, automatically tongue is exercised. You notice that initial days of your marriage, a lot of kissing happens. Otherwise, no. Right? So bring it back. Right? So thereby, when the tongue is involved, there is a lot of exercise, there is a lot of stretching. It is very healthy for you. Right? And that is why that and now second dimension in the eating. Right? When you sit down and eat, what is the advantage? Every time you have to take the rice or the food, right? What do? You bend forward. Now when you bend forward, you notice as you sit down and bend forward, you are stretching a lot of your muscles of your feet, for your thighs, as well as your abdomen and the stomach, correct? And because otherwise the food will fall on you, right? So you have to bring your mouth forward, right, to eat, and then you go back. That means even while eating, you are actually exercising. But now look at the dining table. Table is here. You are taking it. Anything happening? Your leg must only, and that's all, is only eating here. So that is why, yes, eating on the dining table, sitting on the dining chair and the table is comfortable, but not healthy. So that is why you notice modernity, modern life practices, our lifestyle changes to modern life, convenience has brought in lot of diseases. While medical world has advanced, we have a lot of medicine, new technology, new way of treating disease, but number of diseases have gone up. Correct? And more people fall sick because we have given up healthy practices of stretching muscles. When you want to sit down and get up, there are a lot of people cannot sit down the way you are sitting now. Right? Even in places where you want to sit down, oh, you cannot because your muscles don't support it. So you practice, at least at home, sit down and eat. Practice sitting down. Bring in healthy practices. Of course, there are some places where we go to a restaurant and hotel, we can't sit down because there are, right, today the lifestyle has changed, right? So, understandable. We go and blend and be flexible, but then become conscious about your own health and then practice it accordingly. You are very, very different. Anybody wants to lose fat very fast? One last exercise we go, right? One of the best exercises. What we call it as pilates, right? What you do is very simple. All you have to do is lie down on the carpet. Like the exercise I told you about the back pain dimension. You are like this, right? All you do is, like you did a stretch on your toe, right? First exercise you did. I go on my toe, right? All I have to do is just move it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Body shakes actually. 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. ಹಂಗೆ ಹೊಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ದಂಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು.
ಪಕ್ಕ ನಾನೇ ಇರೋದು ನೀ ಬೇರೆ
Look at the beauty. See, I did 50 times. I could not do, let me promise you. I was struggling to do 10 times. Slowly from 10 I went to 12, 14, 18, 20, like that. Now with 50 I can do easily. One stretch 50. After that, look at my breathing. I need 5 minutes rest. Fantastic decarbonizing. I am eliminating carbon dioxide. My body is replaced with fresh oxygen. Hey, come on, why will not health bounce back, yeah? Isn't it?
Yes.
I guarantee you, my dear friends, that's why I had to ask you to come at 6 o'clock, only to help you benefit. Right? Practice it every day. God bless you with long life and great health. Right? Happiness is your birthright. Take care.
Thank you, sir.
Right? in our watch?
9:50.